Sports. Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Guys up front, lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught down the right side for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. Here's the handoff. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quick throw caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. It'll be down near the 5-yard line.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
So it's first and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And here's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 30. Inside the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Old Dominion offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. There's the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short. And the Monarchs will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Looking to pass. It's Kromenhoek. Throws it to the right. The pass is intercepted. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
They'll run it to the right side. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Gets some space around the 30. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And the single back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Here's the 2nd down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He'll ride the back again here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Brings up 4th down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So as we begin the 2nd quarter, the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be a 26-yard attempt, should be automatic. And this one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They'll run it here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
A quick throw out left, complete. And the Knowles pick up enough to get a first down there.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
To the air, it's Kromenhoek. Quick throw, testing the middle. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Second and goal for the offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the fullback. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down, but the game moves it to the 44. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And now they'll run it on the draw. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And now the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good, and they draw within 4 at 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Turner trying to create good field position. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! That is an unforgettable moment to that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Old Dominion's offense retakes the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the 1st half, backed up near their own end zone. That run moves the ball to the 16. And timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a 1st down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 40. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass. It's Kromenhoek. He's going for a big play downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Knowles. So the offense clicking now, they're building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
He's got it inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down to the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Monarchs will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Oh, here comes the reverse. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
We've just kind of gotten into the habit of seeing this offense just convert on these 3rd downs. It's a rare stop. That first half, they seem to score every possession. What decision do they make here on 4th down?
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground.
45, and the Old Dominion offense will take over.
Monarchs offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And that one produces a decent gain.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Oh, it's a reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Running out of time in the pocket. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, it's Kromenhoek. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Florida State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Well, that's why this wide receiver is one of the best in the country. Makes a routine catch, and look what he does with it. Takes it almost a length to the field for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Old Dominion offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's got it again. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They'll run it from the gun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball at the 44.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Looking to throw it on first down. He lets it go on the move. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Broke out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back, it's Kromenhoek. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much on a return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Old Dominion's offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The tight end has got it. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Oh, a reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Florida State 35, Old Dominion 10.
Got it.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down.
Jackrabbit.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going to try to use his legs here. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Monarchs hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
On the double.
Seventh play of the drive coming up.
325.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
29 Philly.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. To get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. They line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Short pass finds the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. The Monarchs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. On third down, he drops to throw. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. He's going to take off here. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab. He's swarmed by the defense.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Looking to throw. It's Kromenhoek. Caught. Completion. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. And they stop him, but not before. An explosive play moves the ball all the way to the 32. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
Touchdown, Seminoles. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Monarchs offense is back out on the field now. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. A completion makes it second down. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds his man, has the first down. And the game just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
That's a first down for the offense.
First down, looking to throw the football. Taking a shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And the freshman making an impact play there.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense will stop them after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build from the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.